Good evening, travelers. Eugenics in Latin means good birth and represents a society's attempts to select for a child's well-being, health, and possibly aesthetic choices from a genetic perspective. In today's society, however, eugenics is often synonymous with racism, violence, authoritarianism, oppression, dictatorial regimes, and all manner of atrocities. Eugenics was coined by Francis Galton in 1833. Francis Galton was a British polymath and philosopher who was heavily influenced by Charles Darwin's works. Galton advocated for a system in which the more suitable races or strains of blood could be allowed to more readily prevail over less suitable races or strains or blood, essentially suggesting allowing society to develop in such a way so that natural selection might take its course faster. This idea of applying artificial selection to humans dates back to 375 before Christ in Greece.
In Plato's Republic, Plato drew observations about how horses may be bred into racehorses, and suggested a form of judicious mating for humans as well, in order to build a utopian empire capable of perpetual war and victory over other nation-states. The government would outlaw all copulation outside of yearly mating festivals, sponsored by the government. These festivals held the aim of encouraging individuals of the same social class or marriageability number to cohabitate for a month and therefore copulate, but only with members of the same social class. To do this, men aged only from 25 to 55 and women aged only from 20 to 40 would be surveyed by the state and determine their social worth. For example, if a young man had proven himself to be a valorous warrior, or otherwise provided exemplary service to the state's duties, or possessed other desirable traits, he would be given a high marriageability number in the state's records, which were to be kept secret from the public. Plato acknowledged that citizens reproduced for motivations other than logical reasoning, and thusly this proto-eugenic program would have to be kept completely secret. In order to encourage compliance, every man and woman of marriageable age would be permitted to draw a lot from a lottery, with the explanation that it would be used to find a potential suitor for the mating festival. During the festival, the government would check their records and assign citizens with partners of equal marriageability scores. Those with high marks were assigned first and with priority to others of equally high marks, while those of lower numbers might find themselves without a partner at all. The purpose of the lottery would be to create the illusion of chance rather than compulsion, which Plato feared would lead to revolts and poor compliance with these mandates. The ones without a partner could hope for next year's festival, and they may very well receive a partner next year, since the goal was simply to reduce and then maintain the birth of lower classes instead of to eliminate them entirely, while maximizing the birth rates of higher class citizens. Plato feared this program may tend to cause great population declines that would weaken the industry and military, and believed that the ideal size for a city-state should be around 5,000 or so individuals. Therefore, the laws surrounding extrajudicial copulation may be done away with entirely for the lowest of classes, such as agricultural workers, in order to ensure this number, effectively keeping these working classes breeding stocks, from which the higher classes may be cultivated over time. Children produced from these festivals would be immediately removed from the parents and then taken to a form of kindergarten in a different part of town. The notion of families was to be abolished, as they would have impeded the interests of the state. These children would then likewise be assessed for health and desirable qualities, and only the strongest would be kept. Children deemed inferior would be disappeared, a notion which debatably suggested infanticide or simply delegation to the lower classes instead.
In a previous video titled Why Men Spam Women on Dating Websites, I discussed the many pitfalls of dating websites and dating platforms and how they disproportionately target certain individuals, I cannot help but wonder if in today's society the increasing reliance upon dating websites and dating platforms is not being used in a similar way as Plato's judicial marriage lotteries. If I have comments that are less than 100, which I probably will for the foreseeable future, I am I am delighted to read them and I will respond to them. I will read them and I cherish them. I love knowing what you think. So please do let me know. Do you think that dating websites are anything like Plato's judicial marriage? Could they be used in such a way? Please like my video if you liked my video, and if you like my channel, please consider marrying me so I won't be so lonely. Or you could just subscribe if you want to see some more of my videos in the future. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.